Matsutake time is back, and how do you get it from this to this? Because something that I love about Japanese food is that we cook with seasonal items, right? And there's an emphasis on that. And these ingredients on its own are so good. And I have videos about how to make delicious dishes, 3 super easy things out of this one delicacy of a mushroom. But it takes a little bit of effort to get it from this dirty guy to this clean guy. So let me show you 3 different options depending on how fragile you think this mushroom is. So the first one is going to be just taking a paper towel, a wet paper towel or a regular towel. If a little more eco-friendly is how you want to be. When you wash this under the sink, it gets a little destroyed, for lack of a better word. So you don't want to run it under the water as much as you can avoid it, but you also don't want to eat sand. So I do run it under the water real quick, but I will try to get as much off with a wet paper towel, and you can always wash the paper towel to get this grimy stuff off of it, so you're not transferring to the next one and next one and next one. But you can either just wipe it off like this and then get another clean one to wipe the rest, or you can just do a little rinse after you got most of it off and get the rest of it off. Now, this one is closed. You see there's no little indents of this mushroom cap. Some of them that do, it's going to get pretty sandy in there. You saw how much sand was on the top of this, or dirt was on it. So you know it's going to be in there. That's why I do a little rinse. And then when I cut it, I just do a double check. But for this one that is closed, it's going to be pretty good. So once you wipe it off with a wet towel, you are pretty good. But if you want to go with a combination of step 1 and step 2, take a clean toothbrush, not a dirty one, and you want it to be a little bit wet, so I'll just wet the little bristles right there, and then just flick off stuff. The brown stuff that you don't want, the black stuff you don't want, and then you get it much cleaner. Okay? And then the bottom, I'm gonna have to cut that off. There's no way. It's tough, it's a little bit grimy, so that part I'm gonna cut off, but I'm just gonna be as close to the edge as possible so I can save as much of this as possible, because this container, it wasn't even full. That was $21 and that was on sale, friends. So this is not a cheap mushroom, but it is so good. Okay, so that's step 1, towel. Option 2, toothbrush. And then option 3 is, remember this $1 gobo glove that I got? I love this. And I went, I wonder if I can use this with something as fragile as this. And you guys, check it out. I'm just going to wet my glove. And as I just do this, it's kind of like the toothbrush. So if you don't have this, because not everybody does, and I wish I could give it to all of you because I love this thing, it does take off more of the skin, but it also makes it whiter and nicer and gets like a lot of the grime off, but it does get kind of like slimy and sticky. So just beware that you're still being a little bit gentle with it. And then I do like to wipe it after with the towel, just to get everything that I didn't get off in a more gentle way. So those are my 3 ways that you can do this. And seriously, if it's not coming off, then just do a really quick sit and then wipe it down. Get a clean one. I'm going to clean this. Just do a wash of the one that you were using, because then it's just a lot cleaner. And then take that off. And so much cleaner than what we started with, and you don't want any of that dirt and that sand going into your food.